Anything else from either side?
No, Your Honor.
All right. We're off the record from here on out. Everything that you do.
Right from the start, the judge cuts through the noise. 10 years in prison? That's a brutal wake-up call. She isn't giving advice. She's handing out a survival rule for anyone who ever steps into a courtroom.
You need to ask yourself two questions. One, is this something that could result in me potentially going to prison for 10 years? 2021 CR 8728B, State of Texas versus Brittany Marie Brubaker. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state? Defense? Are you Brittany Brubaker? Showing you what's entitled Motion to Revoke Community Supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Are you the same Brittany Marie Brubaker who was placed on community supervision in 2021 CR 8728B for the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, 1 gram to 4 grams, on February 23rd, 2022 for a term of 6 years? Is that you? State?
Yes, Your Honor. Violated condition number 4 in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant Brittany Marie Brubaker did then fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of March 2023, violation condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? True.
Here's a legal play. By saying true, Brittany just admitted to breaking probation. That move hands a judge the power to lock her up for 6 years. So why risk it? Most times it means there's a deal in play, but it's still a dangerous bet.
Or not true. Any objections? Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court will find it true, grant the motion, sentence you to 6 years in prison and up to $1,000 fine? Did you understand? Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4? The court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Is there an agreement?
It is to deny the motion and continue her on the deferred.
She's on regular.
And have her accept the state contracted ISF positive track, remain in custody until treatment bed is available. In addition, transfer the probation to ISP and complete the intensive outpatient treatment.
All right, is that the agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, can you raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right. So I see here that you've been here before for not following the court's conditions of probation. So why are you not reporting?
Wow, the judge isn't letting excuses slide. She hits Brittany with a blunt question. Do you want to go to prison? That's tough love at its peak. What do you think? Is a judge giving her the reality check she needs, or just coming down too hard?
No, I mean, there has to be a reason. You know, you're looking at 6 years in prison. When you have a contract, when you're on probation, the contract is not between your attorney and the state. I don't have to follow their agreement. The contract is with the court. So why are you not reporting? Would you like to go to prison? Then why are you behaving as though you want to go to prison? Because last time you were here, and I didn't hear the motion of Judge heard the motion, there was a violation of condition number 2 and number 14 that you pled true to. And the conditions were altered and amended for Saturday, followed by aftercare, weekly UAs for 2 months. And there's to be CPS compliance. So, why are you not doing what you need to do?
I want to go take a blood test on the day I got out, January 18th. And they didn't submit it till the 19th. So I'll get more consequences for them not submitting it to the 19th.
So what is the March? You're not reporting in March. What does that have to do with them not submitting things? Any questions?
Judge, I did have a conversation with my client about that being a poor choice and that she needed to own up to it and that the cognitive track they were offering her might help her with better decision making.
And what is happening with the CPS case? So were her rights terminated? Or?
No, Your Honor. Her son lives with her dad, which is where she was living.
Probation? So is this a good fit ISF? And did she ever complete SATA?
The aftercare is where I'm going to lie. What Mr. Garrett has stated, that is what the recommendation is from the probation department.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm going to give you a choice. Sometimes I can give people choices, sometimes I cannot. I will grant the motion and sentence you to 2 years in the prison, or I will follow the recommendation that's been tendered. Which would you prefer?
Hold up. Did she really choose 2 years in prison instead of treatment? That's almost unheard of. Most people fight for rehab, not lockup. It shows just how worn down she is. Or maybe she sees prison as easier than the grind of probation.
You want to speak to your attorney about that? Or no?
No. That's what I asked.
Okay. All right, I'll deny the motion. Alter and amend conditions to include state ISF cognitive, followed by ISP. Probation, is there anything else she needs?
I would say after the release from state ISF, complete intensive outpatient treatment.
All right.
Maybe treat either one per night.
All right, that'll be followed by intensive outpatient treatment with probation. And instead of weekly reporting, we'll just do the UA hotline until further notice. Is there anything else that you need from the court? All right, in this court, communication is key. If there's an issue and you feel as though probation is not addressing it, you can always come back to the court. I'm here. You understand? Now, is there anything else you need to be successful? All right, do not come back here for not reporting again. You understand? All right, good luck to you. Mr. Monjares or Monjares. All right, thank you. I'm working on my pronunciations. So we have an issue, and the issue is with drug use. So they're requesting a residential treatment. Yes or no? You understand?
Residential treatment. Can you explain me a little bit more about it?
That means that you will receive treatment inpatient, and hopefully that will help you with any drug issues you may be having, because it appears that you won't stop using marijuana.
ND, here it is. The marijuana showdown in the Texas courtroom. The judge isn't buying excuses. Don't tell me it from last year. That's not how science works. Faced with tears of joy, but in Texas, weed isn't just a slip-up. It can flat-out wreck your probation.
I already started using more.
All right. If you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be?
Positive, but no for marijuana. Well, for
no, because the problem is, and I understand people say marijuana stay in your system, but this marijuana has been in your system since February 2022. It should be gone by now.
Yeah.
So, and you were positive in March for marijuana of this year. And in May of this year, you're positive for marijuana. From March to May, there should not be marijuana in your system.
I went to a rehab treatment, and I just get out of there like a month ago.
So you've been in inpatient treatment. You should have led with that.
Oh, I'm sorry for that.
No problem. Let me see. That's what you need to lead with. Judge, I've been to inpatient treatment.
It's been a while since the supplemental report was submitted.
Okay.
And so, update, but we didn't have a compliance hearing because he was in that residential facility. So, from my understanding, he was in the facility for a little over a month.
All right. So when's the last time you used marijuana or anything illegal?
Last week I did.
See, I mean, so it appears that it did not work. And do you need an interpreter? Because I see written on here.
No.
All right, so we need to figure out what to do with you because you won't stop using marijuana. And I realize people say marijuana is not a big to do, but in Texas, it's a big to do because it's illegal. And you just won't stop using marijuana. That's a problem.
What I want to say is that since I get out of rehab, I start with marijuana.
But no, you just told me you relapsed recently.
Yeah,
See, yeah, I mean, that's a problem.
I just wanted to let you know, I'm trying my hardest to.
I know, and we're going to try to work with you, but obviously you have a problem because you're looking at 10 years in prison, and you can't give up marijuana.
Well, marijuana for sure, I really leave it alone.
But here's the thing: you go from marijuana to now it's meth, and it's something else. So why are you using?
Because I know it's not an excuse, but when I was in rehab, my dad passed away. Just me being in rehab and he was outside, I wasn't able to see him. Mm-hmm. And then coming outside.
Oh, you could have seen him. People come to court all the time and say, "Judge, this is what's happened in my life. Can I go see my relative?" And I say, "Sure."
Yeah, they let me go 2 days to go see him and say bye to him. They thought that I wasn't gonna come back to rehab because of the situation. Pero I made it back. And pero the problem is now that I'm outside, things are not being easy for me. Since he's not here, I know it's no excuse. I know I'm not a grown man, pero my mom and my family is the one that if I still wanna be clean and I wanna be better, they just look at me and treat me like I'm a drug addict, and that breaks me down really bad all the time. My mom telling me that my dad is dead because of me and stuff like that. It only caused me to sometimes I prefer just to be in jail.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is what I can tell you. People who have addictions, and this is from me.
This hits deep. The judge lays it out. Addiction never just vanishes. It's a daily battle. And watch the shift. From judge to mentor, almost like a tough coach pushing for better. That's why courtroom moments like this go beyond law. They turn into raw life lessons.
During research, this is from me being involved in treatment courses. This is from me watching documentaries. When people have addictions, you will always have that addiction, right? But it's just a matter of, are you going to bend to temptation? Because every day is a day for you not to use. Every day is a day for you to wake up and say, I won't use today. From my understanding, nobody's supposed to say, I'm not going to use for 2 weeks or 10 years. No, it's supposed to be every day. That's supposed to be your mantra. Because you can easily fall off the wagon. Something bad happens, and instead of pulling out the tools in your toolbox to stop you from using, you break down and use. So, are you able to go back to inpatient at the previous treatment facility?
Well, I just get fired from my job last week. This past Monday. Right now I don't have any medical insurance. Mm-hmm. So I'm working on having a job for tomorrow. And then if I'm able to get medical insurance, I'm gonna be able to go back to rehab. If that what you want.
All right. So this is what we're going to do. and probation, I say this is what we're going to do, but let me know if this seems like a good idea to you. Put him on intensive outpatient treatment and put him on the UA hotline. And if his levels increase, then we're going to have to file a motion to revoke. What are your thoughts?
Do you feel like you need residential treatment more than outpatient treatment?
To be honest, it's up to you guys. I really want to stop doing this, but the thing is, the family, it's just treating me like no matter what I do, no matter how hard I try, they still fucking kick me in the ass.
Now, the thing is, what I was looking at, he was saying that he may be employed next week, and then he'll be able to do it through his insurance. So when are you expecting this employment to happen?
This week already.
Okay. So that's why I'm thinking about doing the intensive.
Yeah, if it's okay, we go ahead and modify the conditions for the intensive outpatient hotline. Mm-hmm. I would like to get an update from CSO in regards to his employment status by the end of next week, and then maybe if the employment status is still unemployed, possibly status.
Okay. All right. So that's what we're going to do. You understand? So it's very important that you remain clean and do the 90 sober meetings in 90 days. You need to do sober meetings every day because you will meet people who have the same struggles that you have. And I'm going to tell you something that I would always tell my clients. And this is what you have to realize. When you have addictions, I'm sure that you were dishonest with your parents. You didn't tell them, hey, I'll be back in a little bit. I'm going to go smoke some marijuana. I'm going to do drugs. You told them stories that were not true. And so right now, your level of trust with your mom or your level of trust with your family is probably less than zero. And you can't expect to, I'm on this new path. I'm clean and sober now. So everybody just know I'm clean and sober and forget about everything that's happened in the past. That's not the way life works. So you have to build up their trust. And continuing to use is not building up their trust. It is not building up your trust with the court. You understand? All right. So let's do that. All right. You're welcome. CR 12683, State of Texas versus Valerie Ann Ramos. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Hank Wilkins for the state one.
Defense.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm talking for Valerie Ramos.
And are you Valerie Ramos? Showing you what's entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision, and state's motion to supplement pending motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke probation. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Are you the same Valerie Ann Ramos who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2018 CR 12683 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, 1 to 4 grams, on July 18, 2019 for a term of 4 years? Is that you? State?
Violating condition number 5 in Dare County, Texas, the defendant Valerie Ann Ramos did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of November and December of 2022, January, February, March, April, May, and June of 2023, violating the condition number 5.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
And Your Honor, we waive and abandon the other violations alleged.
Any objections?
No, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 5, the court will find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine? Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 5? Court will find violation of condition number 5 true. Is there an agreement?
Your Honor, there's an agreement. Both we conferred with defense and state conferred, and we want to agree to suspend for 2 years, complete the jail tab, and follow the recommendations, which is the probation recommendation, with the zero tolerance regarding reporting. We disagree about the 60-day jail sanction. we are asking the court to follow probation's recommendation for suspended jail sanction. But I believe that's going to be put on the judge.
All right, yes.
Judge, on behalf of Ms. Ramos, she's gone through some very difficult circumstances, which I believe she reported to probation that she didn't have a phone and she had lost her housing and she was living in a car and she had no electricity. She tells me that she also had a stroke in May of this year, so she was hospitalized. She's not experiencing any mental symptoms or physical symptoms, and she says that she's okay now. She does have a place to go, so she won't be homeless anymore. She would like to live with her daughter, Alexandra. She says Alexandra didn't have a place to stay during the period that I'm describing, and that's why she was living in the car during that period of time. She did complete the IOP treatment with the Dare County BCCSCB on December the 10th of 21. I found her to be very cognizant of her responsibilities to the court. She is agreeing to an extension of the term, although that term technically expired early in July of this year. She's been in custody about 30. She was arrested on July the 2nd of this year, so she's been in custody about a little less than 30 days, and I just wanted you to consider that in terms of if they need to do an additional sanction if the court follows the agreement and extends her probation. That's our plea to the court. She's 42 years old, and I think she does want to satisfactorily complete this. And I think given the change in circumstances, she tells me she feels like she would be able to do that successfully if the court would extend it.
All right. So can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, you can lower your hand. State your name for the record. All right. Your daughter, how old is she?
20.
Does she have children? What are their ages?
8, 5, 3, and 5 months.
And so I'm assuming she's on housing?
No.
So why didn't she have a house before?
They were restricted it.
Who was that?
My daughter and her husband also in the house. So,
all right, so where is she staying now? Is she staying in a home or an apartment?
She's living in the house, 2 people and a home.
When's the last time you used drugs?
It's been a while before my stroke.
All right. What I can tell you is I'll extend you, but I'm going to extend you for 3 years. I'll do the TAP evaluation will be while in custody. It's going to be following whatever recommendations TAP evaluation is recommending. Or if you would like, I'll revoke you and sentence you to 2 years. Which would you prefer?
The extension.
All right. I'll deny the motion. Alternate amending conditions, extend her for 3 years. There's to be a TAP evaluation while in custody. She needs to follow all recommendations of TAP. If TAP says inpatient treatment, then you're going into inpatient treatment. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. So that means you are not allowed to be their babysitter or any of that. Do you understand? Probation, is there anything else?
You understand?
Anything else from either side?
No.
All right. We're off the record from here on out. Everything that you do, you need to ask yourself 2 questions. 1, is this something that could result in me potentially going to prison for 10 years? If the answer is yes, do not do it. If the answer is maybe, do not do it. And number 1, you need to report. The fact that you were living in your car, there is no excuse for not reporting, because you could have driven that car to the probation office. And if you were living in your car, I know you didn't go without food for that entire time. You could have asked somebody. When I use your cell phone, I need to call my probation officer. But again, all you had to do was drive to probation. It's here in Bath County. And they would have taken you. You understand? Okay. And there's no gang affiliation with her, is there?
No.
All right. What's up with the Batman tattoo?
Like Batman?
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you. You know, people always tell me with Batman, is he really a superhero because he has no superpowers?
Judge, he's out there trying to do right, just relying upon his humanity to do that.
You know, there's a where all of them are sitting down at the Justice League trying to figure out who should be in charge of things. So Superman is there, and he was telling Batman, "Yeah, you should lead." And then Batman is telling him, "Kryptonite, that's your weakness." And he's like, "Not many people have kryptonite." He's like, "Kryptonite is all over the place." And then with Green Lantern, he's like, "Yellow."
You can put Batman in.
Yeah, they ended up doing that. But, well, no, they left it up to debate. The reason why they said, because he went through everybody at the table, but when they got to Wonder Woman, he didn't have anything. They're like, she doesn't have a weakness.
I like that because the saying is, why do we fall? So we can learn to get back up.
Huh. Well, I like Batman too. I guess that's his superpower. But Shazam has no weaknesses. All right. Thank you. Good luck to you.
Thank you.